Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Brain Damage Films. This is Creature Feature. The title obviously got my attention, and the plot got my attention. Halloween horror anthology, and I love creature feature movies. I love monster movies, and I love Halloween, and I love anthologies. So it should be a winner for me. Basically, this movie is actually done by Chase Smith. I'm not sure if this is his first picture. I have not seen any of his other films. There's no features on the disc except just a scene selection and the actual film itself. The film clocks in at about 79 minutes and some change, so it's a short and pretty much sweet affair, which I kind of like a lot. When it comes to independent cinema, for sure. A 4-hour independent movie, it's going to show its budget. What we have here is a series of different stories. A lot of them are very typical of the kind of anthology, kind of folklore tale. You have the one with the kid on the bed, and then the thing like that, look under the bed, which one's real type deal. I don't necessarily think that's a spoiler, considering that story is like well documented a million trillion times. And also, the babysitter is typical story around these times. And the third story pretty much is Father's Day from Creepshow. It's definitely inspired by Creepshow. It does the go to the comic book type deal. And it's inspired by Trick or Treat, of course. Saying that, what I actually did really like about the movie was the main score. I thought was pretty good. There was a musical cue in there that drove me mad because it plays like every minute on the minute. Everything goes to the comic book, and it's just like one of those, just basic music cues that's in so many things that it sticks out, like the Wilhelm scream or that annoying gate that opens, something like that. To me, it just drove me nuts. But the actual main musical score I dug. I appreciated that. It was actually a pretty competent movie. They had a lot of mixing of the stories, which were kind of thought that out, where characters would brush with the other characters and things like that. And they incorporated a good amount of monsters and a good amount of stories in 80 minutes. The main kind of wraparound is a bunch of people telling each other scary stories in a club on Halloween. And all the stories are happening around in this kind of a town or this area. About halfway through, I was a little iffy. By the end, I felt like I kind of enjoyed it. We have plentiful nudity. There's as much nudity as you can cram in a movie like this. A lot of sex, and a lot of monsters, like I said. So that had that going for it. What do they say? Blood, beast, and boobs. Boobs, bloods, and beast, or whatever. You guys know the routine. You add those three things in there, and you usually have an entertaining flick. And I don't doubt that when it comes to kind of B movies and silly movies and horror movies in general. A lot of them. I mean, not everything is played 100% serious, and Creature Feature's definitely not. Yeah. My favorite story, I'm trying to think my all-around favorite story. I'm not sure. I think the second half was much better than the first. I think after I got past the first three stories, I was into it, and I started to enjoy the film a lot more. And the ending, when it comes together, I thought that was really cool. To see that much, chaos and together in an independent movie. There is kind of a reason for all this happening in the character of Spring-Heeled Jack. He's kind of the spirit of Halloween, which would kind of be like Samhain. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I was taught to say Samhain, and everybody always says Samhain. I think everyone thinks it's Samhain or Samhain. I think it's Samhain. But regardless, yeah, and he's kind of like the spirit of Halloween, and he makes things happen to people that disobey the Halloween spirit. Very, very trick-or-treat style. And yeah, you kind of get that. The main, like I said, kind of Spring-Heeled Jack is cool. He has razor blades on his fingers, and I enjoyed him. I enjoyed the concept of actually having him control all of it. I thought that was neat. Besides that, I think that some people enjoyed. I mean, it's not a bad way to waste 80 minutes. There's a lot of tropes in here, a lot of Halloween tropes, a lot of anthology tropes, a lot of short story tropes. But it has, enough nudity, blood, and monsters to keep you interested. So yeah, that is Creature Feature. I did see a lot. I mean, a lot of it's very, very predictable. So don't expect any twist or anything like that. But it's all done in good fun. So you get your clown, your monster, your werewolf, your zombie, and I really appreciated the scarecrow and witches in there too, because there's definitely not enough scarecrows and witches in Halloween movies. But yeah, check that out from Brain Damage Films. There'll be some more information below. Yeah, have a good one.
You shouldn't go into the woods where you don't belong. You never know what you might find. or what might find you.
Wait. Pumpkins are supposed to keep away monsters on Halloween.
Daddy, monsters aren't real.